What is up, you guys? If this is your first time seeing my tiny hands and planner on the internet, my name is Finn. I run the Planner YouTube channel and Instagram, FionnPlans, which is linked down below, so go check that out. And if you want to see me make this spread, continue watching. As always, I have all the links for all of the sticker shops that I use, as well as resources to help support the Black Lives Matter movement, which are at the top of the description box below. So if you would like to go down there and check that out, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see me do this spread, keep on watching. So this week I used the Lazy Day kit from PlannerChoco, which I did print, which was very nice. The next 2 weeks I did not use printed kits because I was lazy and wanted to prep them really early because I was in quarantine. So I'm actually using some kits that a friend gave me, which was very, very nice of her. And I think I talked about that in a video a couple weeks ago. So go check out the other videos if you are bored during quarantine like I am. I've been watching a lot of planner videos lately. But this video is going up late because Monday I was super sick, and then on Tuesday it was Blackout Tuesday, which was a day not only on social media but just in general to remember those who have lost their lives because of systemic racism in the United States. And then on Wednesday was a day. Wednesday I edited this entire video with full voiceover, and then I went to eat dinner, and then I came back and everything was deleted, and it sucked a lot. So I really hope that doesn't happen again, but that is why this video is up late. And here I am putting down the spread. There is really no scene for this week, but instead of describing what I'm doing, because if you guys have watched my videos for the last month, I've been putting them up, it's basically the same. I just want to read some stuff about Black Lives Matter, the movement that really stuck out to me. And so here we go. From both Twitter, things that I have written, things that other people have written, and all of that kind of stuff. So here we go. America is broken because it was built on a cracked foundation of subjugation and inequality from its inception through today. We are not the land of the free until we are all free. We are sure as shit not the home of the brave. Pardon my French, but honestly, I feel like sometimes words need to be said, and that kind of is the perfect thing to say right now, because I wrote this on Twitter, you can't say that all lives matter until those who have been oppressed and discriminated against for centuries have a place at the table where they have deserved to be all along. I think there are people who are saying that all lives matter as a cop-out, to say that they've always supported the Black Lives Matter movement, and maybe they have, I don't know, but I think you can't say that all lives matter when people discriminate against people because of their race, their religion. They take advantage of people because of their gender and the way that they look, and I don't think that is right. And I don't know. Here's something else that was written that I think really resonated with me. What if 2020 isn't canceled? What if 2020 is the year we've been waiting for? A year so uncomfortable, so painful, so scary, so raw, that it finally forces us to grow. A year that screams so loud, finally awakening us from our ignorant slumber. A year we finally accept the need for change. Declare change, work for change, become the change. A year we finally band together instead of pushing each other further apart. 2020 isn't canceled, but rather it's the most important year of them all. And I think that's really important, because the years where things happen and people grow are the years that we talk about in history class. And people like us working together and banding together is what makes such a community. And I think that if we take 2020 and learn from it, it won't be the same. We won't go back to the normal that we left, but I think the new normal will be better. Just not only for just like sanitary reasons because of COVID-19, but in general, because I think we'll appreciate people more and like have less discriminatory nature. Here we go. Yet this week, which you will see, I mark it later in the week, but this week I watched Hairspray, a musical that I love, and I broke down listening to the song I Know Where I've Been. This song was written in 1988, but it is still relevant today. That's pretty shitty. I broke down listening to a song that I broke down listening to it because a song that was written 32 years ago shouldn't have the same meaning as a song that was written for a musical set during the Civil Rights Movement. During the last week, I really thought about the privilege I have as a white person and how much I have taken for granted the privilege that I have. Please call every political figure you can and call out the people who use racial slurs or jokes. I know that there is so much more I can learn as an ally of the minority communities, and I know that I will make mistakes, but I'm trying the best that I can to learn as much as I can. And please call me out if I said something wrong or incorrect, because I want to learn as much as I can to support my friends in my community. And with those words, I guess we're going to start with the week. On Monday, it was Memorial Day, which, on top of everything else that was happening in the world, was also a pretty terrible day because someone that I love very much gave his life in service of this country. And so I marked that with a little heart. And then I slept in on Monday. So, it's going very fast. So then I slept in on Monday. And so I used a little sleeping emoji to mark that. And then I filmed. So I used a camera icon to mark that. After I filmed, we did chalk art on my driveway with my family, and it was very, very nice. And then we fixed my car, which was so nice. And so now we're going to wait to see if it rains, if it'll finally drain out. If you want more info about that, go watch my previous video. And then I had dinner with my family, which I marked with a Once More with Love munchkin. The next day, I had my first day of summer classes. I'm taking anatomy and physiology, which is going pretty well. I think I have my first test on Friday of the week you are watching this, and I hope it should go well because I've been studying and stuff. But after that, I had a master class with Cynthia Erivo, which was really, really cool. And then I had my last, although we didn't know it at the time, my last musical theater Zoom call, which was kind of bittersweet looking back on it. But I did sleep in on Wednesday, and then I had to do some more homework for my class. And then I watched Friends this day. And I do have a Friends spread up on my Instagram from about a year ago. And it was one of my favorite spreads I've ever done. And I love Friends so much. It's one of my favorite TV shows, and it came out on HBO Max this day. And so I watched it. And then I called my family, so I used just another phone icon to mark that. And then we had pizza as a family. And so on a half box with the little emojis who are eating together, I used that to mark going to Pops, which is a local pizza restaurant. And then I did my mom did my nails this day, and my nails have always been short. I've always bitten my nails, which is a terrible habit that I have, but it's kind of something I've always done, and I always wash my hands and stuff like that. But my mom painted my nails, and then after that I had a movie night by myself, which was very, very nice. Yeah. Here I am trying to figure out how to mark cleaning, but in the end I did use this little sad cleaning emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. because I did a whole bunch of jobs this day. And Thursday was honestly pretty eventful because on Thursday I donated blood for the first time ever. It was very, very cool. And I didn't know how to mark it during this section of the Plan With Me, but I used an SPC bow because I don't have blood stickers, which I should probably get, to mark donating blood. And then I watched Friends again. So to mark that, I used another TV Little thing. And then after I donated blood, I didn't feel very well for like 4 hours afterwards. So I used this little whimsical cat girl who is not feeling well to mark that. And then my sister cut her hair this day. And so we called a whole bunch of our family to like show them and stuff. And so I used a little Coffee Monsters Co. FaceTiming sticker, and you'll see this in the time lapse at the end, a FaceTime script that I made myself, which is very cool. So I will begin incorporating those in the next Plan With Me. And then I did a face mask. So I'm talking really, really slow. On Friday, I slept in, and then I had to do a whole bunch of more homework. I ate lunch, and then I had a Zoom call with Beth Lovell, who is a very, very cool theater person. I had a lot of very good master classes this day. And then I had a Netflix binge. And then I had to work on my contact tracing homework because I am getting a certificate in contact tracing from Johns Hopkins. And here we are moving on to Saturday. So on Saturday, I went driving with my dad and my sister because my mom was out of town because my siblings are trading off going up to stay with my cousins to help them. And then while we were out, we went to Chipotle, and honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in Chipotle right now because my burrito was very, very small. It was not what I'm used to, but I used a little burrito from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that, and then I did some laundry, so I used a whimsical cat laundry girl to mark doing laundry. And then I watched Friends again, so I've been using that TV Little thing to mark watching Friends, and then I filmed this day. So on that quarter box, I'm going to put a 1 ton in a million, I think it is, little sticker. And then you can see my homemade script that I am about to fix because it is not straight. But I've been making those, which has been really, really fun, actually. And then I watched Crazy Rich Asians with my sister because she'd never seen that movie. And it's a movie that I really like. So on Sunday, I'm going to use this little sleep-in script that I made for myself to mark sleeping in. And then I did a reading of this crazy, crazy movie over Zoom with my friends. It is called Sexy in Canada. It's very, very funny. And so to mark that, I used a Sexy in Canada script that I made for myself and this little girl who is smiling. Underneath that, I watched Friends, but I kind of had to deconstruct some little things, so I cut one of them to cover the icon, as you can see here. And then I used a piece of Friends deco, which is the service sign from Central Park, to mark watching Friends, because I love Friends very much. And then on Sunday, I had to take some time to reflect on the privileges that I have, and that took a while. And I had been reflecting on it all week, but I had to dedicate some very specific time to go and donate to causes and sign petitions and all of that kind of stuff. And then after that, to kind of clear my head a little bit, I was allowed to go on a drive by myself, which I haven't done in a very long time. So to mark that, I'm going to use this little driving script that I made for myself and an emoji head who is smiling. Underneath that, I completely reorganized my sticker collection. I put them into rings. So to mark that, I'm going to use a 1 ton in a million little time to organize little dumpling to mark that. And here we are. Let us cue the time lapse. So this is my finished spread. I think it turned out really nice. I think the colors match the mellow tone of the week, where I really had to reflect on the systemic racism in the United States and the privileges that I have because of my skin tone, which is wrong and not right. As always, all of the shops that I use will be down there in the link below, as well as resources to help the Black Lives Matter movement, like links to the George Floyd Memorial Fund and to petitions and places where you can donate and call and email and all of that kind of stuff. I highly encourage you to go down there and look and see what you can do with your voice in our country, because racism is not right, and I don't think anyone should be jeopardized because of the way that their skin is colored. Yeah, that's it. Make sure to go down there and click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. I normally post on Wednesdays, but I got very sick on the Monday this was supposed to be uploaded. I did not want to upload it on Tuesday because of Blackout Tuesday, to mourn in solidarity for the lives that have been lost because of racism in the United States. So that's pretty much it. Make sure to give this video a like, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!